Well, welcome everybody. This is our very first episode of the Voler Systems Showcase Series. And I'm delighted to have Lawrence Younan from Turner Designs here with me today. We're just going to spend a couple minutes talking about Turner and about our partnership between Turner Designs and Voler Systems. So welcome, Lawrence. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your role over there, and a little bit about Turner Designs as well.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I started in Turner in 2006, where I was coming out of grad school and started off as application scientist and, moved up the ranks and all that. And I wear many hats around the company these days, 16 years later. I'm also the sales and marketing manager now. So I do multiple hats, and I know a lot about our instrumentation and where they're used and their applications. Turner Designs makes fluorometers. That's our main business. So if we're looking at fluorescent materials in water or water quality is what people would recognize it as these days. How do we maintain our water quality? How do we make sure that we don't have any contaminants in our water systems to have, clean, whether it's drinking water or water to play in or swim or boat in, those sorts of things. So that's kind of our primary business. We make that instrumentation so people can be aware of what's in their systems.
Very interesting. And so what are your typical customers? Are they city and state and county, public sector, but also private type of companies?
Yeah, well, they range. We have a range of customers all the way from, university level to up to government. And, gosh, I could name companies, I wouldn't. But we have a broad range of people who use our instrumentation because water is essential to all life on Earth, right? So every company deals with water at some point in their career. And so big, broad range of customers. Typically, you would think of water municipalities, the drinking water companies, or maybe even the people who deal with like lakes and reservoir, river management.
Right.
People use our instruments, among others, frequently for looking at water quality because it's important to those facilities or those companies.
Very interesting. And so tell me, I'm new at Voler. I just joined 3 weeks ago, heading up marketing here at Voler Systems. Delighted to be meeting you and chatting with you today. But tell me a little bit about, you've been there for a decade plus. Tell me a little bit about the partnership between Turner Designs and Voler Systems.
Well, it's relatively new.
Is it?
It's not a long-lived relationship, but it's such a beneficial one. God's Voler Systems, they're a great company, and it's not because Miguel, you're in front of me. I'm telling you this because working with the guys is real pleasant. They're real pleasant people to work with. They're respectful, and they have this great sense of wanting to help customers. And that's the important thing to me, is wanting to help the customer, whether I'm the customer or my end customer. It's help for everyone down the chain, which is what's nice about the Voler guys and working with them, is that they truly care about wanting to get you the best quality of service that they can provide, and it shows.
I love that. Thanks for sharing that sentiment with me. And without going into specifics or projects or particular initiatives, is it more on the electronic design or the firmware? Is it sensors? What are some of the areas where we're collaborating on our engineering side of the house?
Yeah, amazingly, they're a pretty diverse group when it comes to those sorts of things. It's not like focused on one trade, like electrical engineering. There are many tools that Voler offers for electrical, for firmware software, for mechanical, for all sorts of consultation and expertise that they have on board, or resources that they can use to help with anything that customers may need consultation on. So it's a broad range of tools and expertise that Voler offers to their customers, us being one of their customers, of course.
Love it. And long may the partnership continue. And again, without getting into specifics, as you think about the customers and the end users of Turner Designs, engagement and offerings, can you maybe just in very general terms talk a little bit about how we're making the planet better or our customers more successful? Just illustration.
All companies will face challenges when thinking about, how we can move forward or bring things into the new age. And it's the ideas and those resources I was referring to that Voler can provide for people looking to come into the new age. What's the new hot thing on the market as far as electronics or technology that we're not aware of, that Voler says, hey, you know what? There's this great new digital chip that can do all these things for you, this new instrument that, potentially could, and it's those sorts of conversations that can help give us customers new offerings and new tools to use for this very important thing of measuring water quality. Because without the right tools or updated tools, it's kind of difficult to do your work as an end customer. But Voler gives us this fresh new look at, well, how can we update things? How can we get things bringing into the new age so that customers can start using them more effectively? So great ideas coming from the Voler guys, and suggestions. And of course, like I said, fresh outlook on all kinds of new technologies that come into the world.
Fantastic, Lawrence. I really appreciate it. We wanted to keep this short and sweet so that we're not taking too much of your time, of my time, of our viewers' time. But again, this was just our first episode of this new showcase series where Voler will interact with various customers and partners and alliances of ours in this ecosystem. If you think about your needs in electronic design and firmware, wireless or IoT, Internet of Things, or sensors or power management, medical devices, consumer wearables, by all means, do think of us, Voler, VOLER systems.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Miguel Adao, MIGUEL ADAO. But we'll also make sure that once we share this on our website or on social media, we'll have all the contact details. Any final words from you, Lawrence? Perhaps just one final mention of Turner Designs, how people can perhaps get a hold of you or maybe direct them to your website?
Or feel free to visit our website to see what we have as offerings for our product portfolio. It's www.turnerdesigns.com. And just one final thought. I mean, it was really nice to have Voler's, like I said, input on a lot of the strides we're making towards helping our customers. So great group of guys to work with.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Lawrence, I look forward. I'm in San Diego. I believe you're in the Bay Area, right?
Right, San Jose, California.
San Jose. Next time I'm up there, let's grab a coffee or a beer, and let's definitely keep in touch. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for watching. Take care.